Alright, okay. Let's get it on. As soon as my stream playback starts, I will start doing stuff, making sure that, okay, my stream playback is here. Let's go. Time to finish this game.
Get up.
Even earlier than usual, Doc.
I'd like to get this over with as quickly as possible.
If you say so.
Don't be so glum, Mr. Miles. Today is a historic day. One that will be remembered for years to come. Remembered by some of us, anyway.
Any more dialogues? Not from Lucy. Nothing to do with the doctor. Okay. Let's just get this done and over.
Jar carriers can easily break your cover if you cause them to drop what they're carrying.
Fuck them. They can carry the jars into alleys like that one woman that just got lost.
What happened here? Where is everyone?
Gone to see the Master.
Was it the Templars? Did they attack again?
They walk the path
What path? What are you talking about?
towards the light.
Speak sense.
There is only what the Master shows us. This is the truth.
You've lost your mind.
You too will walk the path, or you will perish. So the Master commands.
It was Al-Mualim, wasn't it? What's he done to you?
Praise be to the Master, for he has led us to the light.
Some eerie shit going on here.
Only speak, Master, and show us the path.
It's all black and white too, so it's like, oh shit. Are you gonna attack me? Oh, of course. Now, if only this were Assassin's Creed 2, we would not be killing these guys. What the fuck? Okay.
For the light! Kill the traitor! The Master! He does not walk the path. Destroy him! Stay on him! You won't get away from me!
It's like they all got these freaking long ass windups. Okay.
Spear!
You picked a fine time to arrive.
So it seems.
Guard yourself well, friend. Al-Mualim has betrayed us.
Yes. Betrayed his Templar allies as well.
How do you know?
After we spoke, I returned to the ruins beneath Solomon's temple. Robert had kept a journal, filled its pages with revelations. What I read there broke my heart. But it also opened my eyes. You were right, Altair. All along our master has used us. We were not meant to save the Holy Land, but deliver it to him. He must be stopped.
Be careful, Malik. What he's done to the others, he'll do to us given the chance. You must stay far from him.
What would you propose? My blade arm is still strong and my men remain my own. It would be a mistake not to use us.
Distract these thralls then. Assault the fortress from behind. If you can draw their attention away from me, I might reach Al-Mualim.
I will do as you ask, Dai.
The men we face, their minds are not their own. If you can avoid killing them.
Yes. Though he has betrayed the tenets of the Creed, it does not mean we must as well. I'll do what I can.
It's all I ask. Safety and peace, my friend.
Your presence here will deliver us both.
Oh, there's no escape now.
There are so many innocents. I must be careful not to harm them.
No! What's happening?
So, the student returns.
I've never been one to run.
Never been one to listen either.
I still live because of it.
What will I do with you?
Let me go.
Oh, Altair. I hear the hatred in your voice. Feel its heat. Let you go? That would be unwise.
Why are you doing this?
I found proof
Proof of what?
that nothing is true, and everything is permitted. Come, destroy the betrayer. Send him from this world.
Oh shit. All of them? Damn it, Robert. Even though it's not really Robert, it's... It's just a bunch of thralls disguised as... Oh, I actually got grabbed. I didn't know I was getting grabbed. Up. Stop.
Face me! Or are you afraid?
I have stood before 1,000 men, all of them superior to you, and all of them dead, by my hand. I am not afraid.
Prove it.
What could I possibly fear? Look at the power I command.
Oh man. I'm walling. What are you doing? There you are. That's what you're doing. Fuck. No, come on. Son of a bitch. It's not who I wanted to attack. Oh, he's gonna break it. Okay. Is he gonna break it? Oh well, I could just do that to stall. Like if you're ever low on health, you could just grab to stall. Cause it's like they'll just break, like just grab. Even if they break it, like it'll just allow your health to regenerate if you really need it. Ah, they got the real one.
Have you any final words?
You lied to me. Called Robert's goal foul when all along it was yours as well.
I've never been much good at sharing.
You won't succeed. Others will find the strength to stand against you.
And this is why, so long as men maintain free will, there can be no peace.
I killed the last man who spoke as such.
Bold words, boy. But just words.
Then let me go. I'll put words into action. Tell me, Master, why did you not make me like the other assassins? Why allow me to retain my mind?
Who you are and what you do are twined too tight together. To rob you of one would have deprived me of the other. And those Templars had to die. But the truth is, I did try. In my study, when I showed you the treasure. But you are not like the others. You saw through the illusion.
Illusion?
That's all it's ever done. This Templar treasure, this piece of Eden, this word of God. Do you understand now? Red Sea was never parted. Water never turned to wine. It was not the machinations of Iris that spawned the Trojan War, but this! Illusions! All of them!
What you plan is no less an illusion. To force men to follow you against their will.
Is it any less real than the phantoms the Saracens and Crusaders follow now? Those craven gods who retreat from this world that men might slaughter one another in their names? They live amongst an illusion already. I'm simply giving them another. One that demands less blood.
At least they choose these phantoms.
Or do they? Aside from the occasional convert or heretic?
It isn't right.
And now logic has left you. In its place, you embrace emotion. I am disappointed.
What's to be done then?
You will not follow me, and I cannot compel you.
And you refuse to give up this evil scheme.
It seems then we are at an impasse.
No, we are at an end.
I will miss you, Altair. You were my very best student. Blind, Altair.
All right.
Blind is all you've ever been. All you'll ever be.
Where the hell is he? Ah, there he is.
My blade sees for me, Amual. It cuts through the darkness.
No, motherfucker. Stop pulling out the sword. Oh, son of a bitch. I thought this was going to be quick and easy because usually it is. Son of a bitch. No! I was so close to a no-death run.
The short blade is best for quickly fending off multiple enemies.
Do I have to start the whole fight over again?
Blind, Altair. Blind is all you've ever been. All you'll ever be.
Maybe if I practiced this ahead of time, I would have just been like, oh, yeah, whatever. Word? It just goes for the grabs.
My blade seeks for me, Aluala.
And we beat the game. That was the final boss. Just one hit kill. At least that's how it was supposed to go, but...
Impossible. The student does not defeat the teacher.
الشيء واقع مطلق بل كل ممكن.
So it seems. You have won then. Go and claim your prize.
You held fire in your hand, old man. It should have been destroyed.
Destroy the only thing capable of ending the Crusades and creating true peace? Never.
Then I will.
We'll see about that. I applied my heart to know wisdom, and to know madness and folly. I perceived that this also was a chasing after wind, for in much wisdom is much grief. And he that increaseth knowledge, increaseth sorrow. Destroy it! Destroy it, as you said you would.
I can't.
Yes, you can, Altair. But you won't.
We've got it.
That was all Abstergo was after the whole time.
What the hell was that?
Well,
We've got the map.
how many?
At least half a dozen.
We don't need them all.
We should assume some amount of decay. I can't imagine they'll all still be functioning. At least 2 appear to reside on land masses that no longer exist.
We'll dispatch teams to each site and determine viability. We only need 1, after all.
What about the rest?
Collect them. Let's not leave anything to chance. Last thing we need is some damn survivor making trouble for us in the new world.
And the assassin?
We have what we need. Kill him.
Wait. You know how these things work. I doubt we'll be able to walk right in.
What's your point?
We might need him. His memories. I'd recommend we hold him until we have confirmation that there aren't any surprises waiting for us at the sites.
This is a waste of time.
You said it yourself. We shouldn't leave anything to chance.
Very well. Ensure we have no further need of him, then kill him.
Fine. Stop undermining my authority!
I just saved your ass.
Let's go. We've got a lot of work to do. Don't get too comfortable, Mr. Miles. We'll be back for you soon enough.
is that?
Yeah, you notice how Lucy is blue, but she really shouldn't be blue. Because she's a Templar. She works for Abstergo. She shouldn't be a good guy. She shouldn't be an ally.
Oh my god. Looks like... Is that blood? The hell were they keeping here before me? And what happened to him? What does it mean, I wonder?
How is he able to write all of that in blood without getting any of it on the bed? Well, yeah, there you go. Patrice Delisette, the creative director, or however the hell you pronounce his name, he only stuck around up until the Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. He left in the middle of Assassin's Creed Brotherhood's development. I guess he didn't like that Assassin's Creed was basically becoming the new Call of Duty, which, honestly, like, the Ezio trilogy, like, was proving that they could handle being like the new Call of Duty, being able to release a game every year. Like, at first I was skeptical. I'm a huge fan of this franchise, and I was skeptical when they released it a year after a year after a year, and it's like, oh, well, all the games are just so great, like, maybe they can actually handle it. And then Assassin's Creed 3 came out, and it turned out, oh, no, they can't. They just fell into the same trap that Call of fucking Duty did. Yeah, another thing that that I guess is kind of weird. So to spoil it for the upcoming Assassin's Creed games, like, Lucy is a sleeper agent, so she's actually a Templar disguised as an assassin, disguised as a Templar. Yeah, so the fact that she's blue in this game, like, kind of, and why, like, I want to say I can examine her in Eagle Vision in the other Assassin's Creed games. No, I can't. No, I can't. But it's like, she's a sleeper agent, so she should be a bad guy, and that she should show up as red in the Eagle Vision, but she doesn't. Which leads me to believe that, like, the sleeper agent thing was written in last minute because Kirsten Bell's contract was ending. Kirsten Bell only had, like, a 3-year contract with Assassin's Creed, so after 2010, you know, that was it. Like, they couldn't use her face anymore, they couldn't use her voice anymore. Like, yeah, they couldn't even use her face. Like, they couldn't even use Lucy's face in the future games because it's like, her face is actually modeled after Kirsten Bell's face, so they couldn't even use it. So it's like the time that you see the revelation that Lucy was a sleeper agent, like for sure, for 100% sure, and not just, you know, bullshit from Juno, you just see the back of her head, you know, in Assassin's Creed Revelation. But yeah, that's this game is still a hidden gem. The problem with this game is that it does get a bit repetitive. I still kind of like it, and I think there's a lot of value in the story, and I think there's a lot of value in the core gameplay. It does get a little repetitive after a while, but it's like, you know, that's everyone's biggest gripe with this game, is that it's literally the same thing like 9 times in a row. But I'm okay with it. I like it. I like the design. The game's like a solid 7.5 out of 10, like a 7.5 out of 10. I gave it an 8 when I did my Let's Play, and it's like, maybe it should stay around there, like an 8 out of 10. It's like, there are definitely things wrong with it, but it's like, you know, it was a starting project and whatnot. There's a lot more potential that this game held, and a lot of that potential ended up, voice actors didn't recognize any of them. Shit. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, a lot of them are like, oh, this is the Italian version. Never, or is it the Spanish version? It was probably the Spanish version. No wonder I didn't recognize any of the freaking names. And it's just like, oh wait, And then it's like they said that someone else was Lucy. And it's like, no, Lucy's Kirsten Bell. And it's like, okay, whatever. The thing is that those fucking Templars had an ingenious plan. Like, these Crusader Templars, they had a really, really genius plan. These dudes, every single one of them had a very significant role. You had Talal, who was gathering up, you know, the lepers and the beggars and the whatnot, you know, the misfits of society, and rounding them up for Gagne so that Gagne can drug them and indoctrinate them. And then Tamir would supply them with the weapons so that they could wage war on the Holy Land and overthrow the Crusaders and the Saracens after they've pretty much weakened each other. And then at the same time, you had Abul Nuqoud, the Merchant King, who was in charge of the finances and the banks in Damascus. And, you know, he was the Merchant King, so it's like he had to keep in charge of the finances in order, or in charge of regulating the market, regulating the free market to make it so that the resistance didn't have a lot of resources to combat them in the New World. Then you had William of Montferrat, who was supposed to just take the whole city by force using these indoctrinated troops supplied by Gagne, Tamir, Talal. You also had Majd ad-Din, who was supposed to be the executioner, the one to do away with all of the opposition. You have Jubair, whose intent was to whitewash history so that people don't actually look back at historical rhetoric, and they just embrace the new world and the new reality without looking back at history and realizing that you know, they're living under slavery, you know, tyranny and whatnot. And then you had Sabran, who was meant to create a blockade to keep the European forces from interfering. And then Robert was the mastermind behind it all. And when he saw it being unraveled piece by piece by Altair, he decided to use that against Altair. He used like the slain men who were allied to both sides, the Saracens and the Crusaders, to unify them against the assassins. Like all these prominent figures, yeah, you take my point. And then Al-Mualim, I believe Al-Mualim's intention was to infiltrate the Assassin Order and become the Grand Master, to basically usurp them from the inside out. He was meant to usurp the direct opposition. So it's not like Al-Mualim just betrayed them and then founded the Assassin Order. I wonder what Al-Mualim's like, what his role in it was. Oh wait, no, I just said what his role in it was supposed to be. And it's like, yeah, those guys, they had a fucking devious master plan to take over the world, just like Abstergo does. So it's like we can go into Eagle Vision, we can walk around. Lies an irreparable truth. I've entered the abyss and never returned. So these are all of Subject 16's ramblings. Because Subject 16 was kept here by Abstergo, and he went crazy. And he wrote all of this shit in blood everywhere. Because he was in the Animus for too long and he went crazy. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the game. You can go back into the Animus anytime and replay memories, but there's no point in doing that. I think I'm just gonna quit the game right here. Wow, this stream was only 30 minutes long? Really? Well, I couldn't have squeezed it in on the previous stream anyway. Plus, I needed a break because I wanted to eat and whatnot. But yeah, I guess that's gonna be it for Assassin's Creed. We are done. That is a chapter done. I don't really need to play Assassin's Creed 1 anymore. It's like that's it. What am I doing? What are my games? No, I don't. Why am I doing this? I want to look at my games because it's like I have all of these Assassin's Creed games under the repertoire right now. So it's like we got the Ezio collection that's going to be next up, and then the Assassin's Creed 3 remastered, which I haven't touched. Then you've got Black Flag, which I also haven't touched. I played the 360 version, but I haven't played this version. And we also have Assassin's Creed Rogue, then Unity, then Syndicate, then Origins, and Odyssey. Like, as I get further into this franchise, it's going to be harder and harder to play. Like, honestly, it's going to get harder to play because the games do progressively get worse. Like, this is one of the worst of the bunch. This game is better than that. This game is way better than that. This is the worst of the bunch. This game is better than that. This game is also the worst of the bunch. And this game isn't much better. And I still haven't even bought Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I haven't even played the Assassin's Creed Chronicles. Oh, well, I played a little bit of the Assassin's Creed Chronicles games. Maybe I should play those. Oh, and Liberation. Assassin's Creed Liberation. Or Assassin's Creed 3 Liberation. I should play that one too. There's a really good list of Assassin's Creed games that I could do. Maybe I'll just make this the summer of Assassin's Creed. Last summer it was all about Final Fantasy VI. Maybe I should play another Final Fantasy game on top of that. You know? Like, I know I'm playing Assassin's Creed and that's a retro game, but I want to play a super retro game. Maybe I'll, like, flash Final Fantasy IV onto my Super Nintendo Classic. Maybe. One of these days. But yeah, that will be it for the Assassin's Creed 1 second run. I really have no reason to play this game anymore. I just maybe I'll go back and play it for fun again one of these days. But really, I think this is just a closed chapter. There's just no need to open Assassin's Creed 1 ever again. I'm actually really glad that I'm doing this with these streams, where it's just like I just get all of this stuff done with these video games. It's like I don't need to play any of these games again. I don't need to play Devil May Cry 5 again. I went back and I played Halo Wars 1 again once in a while. Sometimes I just like playing against computer players because there's no like matchmaking online for the Halo Wars remaster. I have to like get together with a friend to play that one. Which honestly isn't a bad idea, but you know. I got other games to play. I got Elden Ring to play still. That's something to think about. Elden Ring is something to think about. I'm not sure what I want to do for the Thursday stream. I don't know if I want to take a break from Assassin's Creed for a little bit, play something else. I'm not sure what else I would play, honestly. I'll make a stream schedule. Yeah, I'll schedule this Thursday stream and I'll let you know what's going on with it. Yeah, this Bug Fables background is definitely still very much worth it. Oh my god, can I get rid of this shit? Can I get rid of this this shit right here? What is you can't even include the full acronym on there. Fucking bigots. It's LGBTQIA+2. I believe that's what it is right now. It's fucking insurrectionist commie garbage, whatever. Like, fuck it. Like, you don't need to actually remember what the letters are. Just say fuck it. Just say fuck it and move on with your life. It's like, fuck Pride Month. Fuck Pride Month. Pride Month is such full of shit. It's like, I used to support it back when it was just about being gay, but now it's just like, it was back when it was about being gay, and back when there was a time where it's like, oh, hey, yeah, this is a thing that, you know, people need to show more acceptance for, because it's just like, you know, if you're gay, if you're lesbian, if you're trans or bi or whatnot, it's like whatever, but it's just like the LGBT community just needs to fucking die. The LGBT community just needs to die. Again, like, nothing wrong with being gay, nothing wrong with any of that shit, but the community itself needs to fucking die because it is a non-inclusive community. It claims to be inclusive, but it's not inclusive at all. So many people have hopped on board the freaking trend. Like, they even got, like, the freaking black and brown colors on there. It's like, why? Why is this about race all of a sudden now? It's because it's an exclusionary coalition designed as inclusivity. Like, it's meant specifically to exclude a certain group of people. Just like the swastika flag was meant to exclude a certain group of people. It's not meant to be unifying for a bunch of different kinds of people. It's meant specifically to exclude straight white guys. And that's all the community, well, it's more so, like, that's what the flag stands for. The community itself, it stands for political allegiance. Because it's like, if you don't vote Democrat, if you don't vote, like, left-leaning or anything, then all of a sudden, oh, you're just not gay anymore. You lost your gay card. You lost your trans card. You're not part of the LGBT community. It's like, good, I don't want to be part of the fucking LGBT community. I'm not even any of those freaking acronyms in the LGBT community. I mean, technically, since they want to include everyone, they make pride flags for everything, and there's like an autistic pride flag. I guess I technically qualify for that since I'm on the spectrum, but I don't want to be on the spectrum. And I'm a Native American. I don't want an Indigenous People Day. I don't want that fucking shit. Fuck that bullshit. But no, it's the same thing. It's the same thing with the black community, like the same like victimization mentality. It's the same victimization mentality with black people, mostly black Americans. And it's like you got some of them that like see through the haze and they're just like, oh wait, no, I don't want to vote Democrat because they're not going to do anything for me. And it's like, what does being black have anything to do with political opinions? Then you get called an Uncle Tom and a traitor to your race. And it's just like all of a sudden you're just not black anymore, which is absurd. Absurdly racist and absurd in and of itself. Or even people like white liberals who say that like, hey man, I think black people, like black conservatives, vote against their best interests. It's like, what the fuck is that supposed to mean? What do you mean against their own? Like, who made you the fucking arbiter to decide that this race of people need to act in a certain way to fit their own best interest? Like, why do you assume that people of all skin color all have to think alike and vote alike? Like, isn't that racism? Of course it's racism. Like, like, I asked the question rhetorically. Of course it's racism. That's why they constantly throw racist around as an insult. That's why they constantly call other people racist all the time. It's because they're racist themselves and they're insecure about it. That's the kind of crazy people that, like, you know, the radical left really are. That was my rant. That was my rant at the end of it. Welcome. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Can we get this shit out of my sight? It's like, fuck Pride Month. Fuck Pride Month. I know so many people who are bi, who are against it, bi and gay and trans and whatnot, and they all hate Pride Month. They mostly hate it because Pride Month has basically just become a symbol only for narcissists and for greedy corporations. Like, I think I told this story in a stream before, but it's kind of funny how, like, you know, the company I work at is super woke, so they have all the Pride Month paraphernalia everywhere. They have it posted, like, on the bulletin board in front of the drinking fountain by the bathrooms. They have it posted in the bulletin board in the break room. And they have it, like, they have, like, Pride Month, like, merch, like, on sale, like special Pride Month merch that we're going to sell this month. But, like, everyone who walks into the store is not supporting any Pride Month bullshit at all. Like, in fact, like, most of them are sporting like pro-America stuff. So it's just like, so what's going to happen with all the Pride Month merch? Is it just going to sit here and collect dust until the DC decides, oh, hey, let's just send it back? Because no one's going to buy it because I don't necessarily live in a super liberal area of Illinois where, like, a lot of people are just going to be a part of that. Like there are a lot of people who walk around in my area who just don't wear any masks. There's still like a handful of people, but it's like they don't like to wear the freaking COVID masks. Like almost no one is wearing a COVID mask, and it's like we don't have like any businesses in town that actually still mandate it. Like when you enter their buildings, there's like maybe like one Indian food store like in my town that like does it, but it's like nobody ever goes there. As far as I'm concerned, I know I'm never going to step foot in that fucking thing. When it's like, yeah, that seems to be like, and it's kind of funny because it's like I've been up to Milwaukee before, and it's like Wisconsin does not have a mask mandate. They haven't. I went to Milwaukee back in October of 2021, back when they reinstated the mask mandate, or sorry, the muzzle laws, and they reinstated that in Illinois, but Wisconsin didn't have that anymore. Governor Tony Evers tried to do it, but you know, the Supreme Court, the state Supreme Court was just like, nope, we're not doing that anymore. So it's like, but I went up to Milwaukee and there were more people walking around with masks outside in Milwaukee than there were in my hometown in Illinois. Kind of weird if you ask me. But again, thanks for coming to my TED Talk. That's going to be it for the Assassin's Creed Let's Play. I think I just got into that TED Talk because I was just disappointed in that stream ending after half an hour. I thought that like the second half of this was going to take me a whole nother hour, and it's just like, nope. Not even the end credits could like extend it to a whole hour. It's just half an hour. I was like, wow, really? That's all it took me? So I guess Thursday I will get started on Assassin's Creed 2, because Assassin's Creed 2 and Brotherhood and Revelations are significantly longer games than Assassin's Creed 1. The games do get significantly longer as each one is released. And yeah, so they'll definitely take more time to complete than this one did. This one is 9 parts. 9 parts, so it's like what? It only took me a month to do. Took me a month of streaming to do. I think it took me like 3 months to Let's Play this game. Maybe 2 months actually. No wait, no, it was 3 months. It was 3 months to Let's Play Assassin's Creed 1. And I remember it took me a year to Let's Play Assassin's Creed 2. Assassin's Creed 2 is a very big game. Assassin's Creed Brotherhood is also a big game, but not nearly as big as Assassin's Creed 2. Assassin's Creed 2 is a way bigger game. There are so many more maps. Like the thing is that most of Assassin's Creed Brotherhood is just condensed down into Rome. And at the time, Rome was the biggest map to ever exist in an Assassin's Creed game. And it was pretty much the center point of the entire game. The entire game just took place in Rome, aside from a few areas, like a few missions, like just a handful of missions. While Assassin's Creed 2 takes place in like 5 different cities. Is it 5 different cities? Yeah, you got San Gimignano, Florence, Forlì, and Venice. And then technically you also have Monteriggioni, which isn't too much of a town, but it's still something. The game is also significantly bigger just in terms of story, just storyline. There's just so much more to do in Assassin's Creed 2. Yeah, maybe that's what I'll do Thursday. I'll just get started on Assassin's Creed 2. I'll just get started on that. But anyway, that is going to be it for the Assassin's Creed stream. That's going to be it for the stream for tonight. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And I will see you guys next time. Stay tough out there.